One of the things about personal injury that's really interesting, especially car accidents, is many times the police will be involved, but they're only involved if they know about a car accident or a particular injury that's happened that requires their assistance. So for example, in car accident cases, it's extremely helpful to have a neutral party like the police come in and do a preliminary investigation. In Idaho, the police are required to fill out a form that is pretty standardized that gives you a wealth of information that is extremely helpful in being able to make a claim against the person that caused you harm. They also take photographs. In many cases they'll take written statements, and in really severe cases, as we sometimes deal with, they will conduct further investigation to include criminal investigation of the person that actually hit you. I see that happen quite a bit with DUI cases or in hit and run cases. So when you are involved in an accident, as you have been, make sure that you get those police involved, because one of the first things that they're going to do is do a lot of the evidence track down and the investigation that you will eventually need to bring your claim against the person that hurt you. Now, if you've been involved in an accident, everyone knows or should know that you have to exchange information with the other parties that were involved in the accident. And this includes taking down the driver's license number of the people involved, getting their insurance information. Now, when I was younger, we would just write that stuff down, and hopefully you'd have pen and paper handy, but this day and age, everyone has a cell phone, and almost everyone has a camera associated with that. So one of the best things you can do is take a photograph of the driver's license of the person, front and back, take a photograph of their insurance information, front and back, and you want to pay particular attention to make sure that the coverage period, meaning the time limit that they have coverage with their insurance company, includes the date that you had the accident done. But make sure you get that proper information, because not all people are as honest as you may be, and they will try to deceive you. And I've had cases where we can't track down the people that actually caused the accident because on site that person didn't get that exchange of information like they should have. You know, the saying that pictures are worth 1,000 words truly is the case when we're dealing in personal injury matters. It is so difficult to try to recreate what happened without photographs. And so if you've been in an accident, one of the things you need to make sure you get are photographs. Take photographs of not only the vehicle damage involved in your car, but of the other person's car involved. Get photographs of what was broken inside the vehicle. You're also going to want to get photographs of the surrounding area, so that investigators and attorneys and other people involved, to include the insurance company that's going to be evaluating your case to pay on, has an idea of the surrounding environment and what the circumstances were behind the wreck. Photographs are extremely helpful in personal injury cases. Don't assume that that because the police are taking it or someone else is taking photographs, that you're going to have what you need. Take them yourself if you can. Now, if you didn't get the police on site right at the accident, right after the accident happened, it's not the end of the world. What you can do is make sure that you collect the evidence that you do have. And this could be that you take photographs of your own vehicle, of the damages that you have. For example, if you have bruising or injuries that involve surgery or something like that, you can always get photographs of that. Many times, loved ones or close friends will be involved in finding you in the hospital after the fact, and you'd be surprised how many of them take photos or videos of those types of things. Well, that becomes very helpful evidence to explain exactly what you've gone through and exactly the damages that this person has inflicted on you. Additionally, even after an accident has happened, you can file a report with the police. They may or may not do anything on it, but at the very least, it's a step that you can take to make sure that this person is held accountable for what they've done. If you fail to get information at the actual scene of the accident, many times you may have been incapacitated because of the wreck and unable to get that information. Hopefully you can find it in another source. For example, many times police are called in a serious accident and will take a report that will include the information that normally people would get within the typical exchange of information. Sometimes there are witnesses involved as well that know the person or people that were involved in the accident, that you can eventually go back and follow the string to find these people. But it is essential that at some point you get accurate information to discover who actually caused the accident. If you can find out who it was that caused it, then you can make a claim against them and ensure that you hold them responsible and recover for your damages.